everyone, I'm Shannon Montoya. I am the newest member of the Moss Consulting team, and I'm so excited to be sitting here today with Nicole to talk about some of the trends and pressing issues in the world of HR today.
Oh yes, my name is Nicole Moss. I'm the co-founder of Moss Consulting, and we're just going to chat about what's going on in the small business world today.
On the flip side of the coin, in terms of onboarding, what are the most important things to think about when offboarding an employee?
Two words come to mind: respect and strategy. So, offboarding an employee, whether voluntarily or non-voluntarily, there's a matter of respect that should be given to the employee, and in hopes you will get that respect back. That's not always the case, we know that, but even if the case is that it's a very contentious termination, treating this employee with respect, understanding that they're going through a major life change of losing their job, they're losing their livelihood for a little while, likely losing benefits, whether for cause or not, that's stressful. And no one wants to be in that position. So I think looking at that and really having empathy for that person is very important, because that person's going to go get another job, and that person is going to talk about their past employers, and that kind of gossip, that kind of chat moves very quickly, especially in a market like Austin or Houston or Dallas. These cities aren't as big as they seem. It's a pretty connected world out there. And the other thing is strategy. Termination requires strategy. It is very risky for a business owner to do it incorrectly. And it is amazing how resourceful exiting employees can be. So making sure that everything is documented, that there has been a clear plan to the termination. And so we can help with that. We can come in and look at your termination strategy and your deboarding strategy, and just make sure that in this intense situation, not only for the employee, but also for the employer, it's never fun to tell someone that they no longer have a job with you. But to make sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted and everything's buttoned up, that's the strategy part of it.
Right. I also think as employers, it's a unique opportunity in terms of the strategic listening that can happen in those exit interviews.
Yes.
It's really one of the only opportunities employees feel like they can share feedback consequence-free.
Yes.
Right? And I think, many times you need to take that with a grain of salt and kind of filter through. But if you are capitalizing on that opportunity to listen to the feedback that an exiting employee is sharing,
yes,
you really are getting some valuable insight in terms of your first level management, in terms of performance assessment, all of these things that, should you be kind of turning a blind eye to that, you're probably missing out on some opportunities for you to go in and do some improvements with your team.
Right, yeah, and these employees know each other, and so what your exiting employee might feel, like you said, is this kind of no consequence feedback that your current employees are like, oh, I can't tell them this.
Right.
What do they say? Don't bite the hand that feeds me. And I think that for those exit interviews, I think that that's a step in the offboarding process that is skipped so often, because especially as small business owners, that feedback is tough. That it's hard to hear. And like you said, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but it's such an important step to the offboarding process for, again, back to retention, the retention and the growth of your current employees, to help keep them happy and supported and always learning.
And I think it's just one piece of the strategy that Moss Consulting can bring to a client that you talked about.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Nicole.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope this is the first of many conversations we have where we get to sit down and tackle some of these topics. And we would love to hear from you guys out there. What questions do you have? What sort of issues are you seeing with your employees or within your own small or medium business? Let us know, and we would love to incorporate that and sit down, and we'd love to share our thoughts with you. So comment below with your questions, like, subscribe, do all the things, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Bye, guys.